Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Multi Arts and Be a Versatile. And we're doing a live session on art forms. And I'm Radha Gayatri, your faculty who teaches arts through multi arts. So let's know about multi arts. Basically, multi arts has set up to train its students in multi-dimensional way and to discover themselves. And in this process we have actually thought about many streams like graphology, reading about your handwriting, and now we are into arts. So basically there are two types of things that we teach in these arts. First one is drawing, basic drawing skills, and art forms. So what are art forms? Today is we're discussing more about the art forms. So I will be sharing your screen in which we will have a small demo presentation, which will be about the art forms. So I'll just play this slide and explain everything. So Artventure. I hope everybody is able to see my screen and it is shared. So Artventure is all about art plus adventure. Learning art forms is like you can rediscover yourself if you are an adult, and you can grow yourself, grow your mind. Basically the kids, they have so many talents, and art is a form where they can relate so many things. They can draw something and represent whatever they are learning. So we have in through multi arts we have adventured art. So you will learn more about how we are doing this. So welcome. And if you want to register for the classes, you can contact Ms. Gayatri, and the number I will be sharing at the end also. So first we will learn about Madhubani. So what exactly is Madhubani? Madhubani is an art form. As I told, we're learning about arts mostly, which is into drawing also. These are some forms of Madhubani. So here Madhubani is an art form which is basically from Mithila region of India. So these people are like, they're very colorful, and they have very keen, detailed art form. This is a keen and detailed art form. They represent the natural motif. Here you can see it is like lotus, fish, and peacock, tortoise. And basically what they do is Indian mythology, they represent in art form. Earlier people did not have any movies or any other kind of entertainment. The only way that they represented the ancient manuscripts, few people write it and few people depict it through arts. So this is one of the art form. Those days whatever the culture, so it was, and how people are. So how do we know? Today we have movies, or we have short films, we have so many other things. So all these help us. Social media these days help us to understand what is the current situation. So in good olden days there is nothing apart from art, or apart from drama, apart from writing. So these are the three things they used to express their culture, themselves, and their daily life. So in their daily life, how they used to be, or how they have depicted the Indian mythology in the form of art. So here, this one is basically, Madhubani is basically a beautiful art. If you see, there are so many fine lines. It's like a state of art where everything is so picky, and the beauty is the freehand drawing. In already you all know that these days there are so many chemical colors, but in olden days they used to use natural colors. These Madhubani art form is one such kind of art form. This can be drawn on a wall, this can be drawn on a cloth, this can be drawn on any kind of base. We in current days, like present days, we are using acrylic colors instead of natural colors. And the next one is Warli art. So Warli art is basically from Maharashtra. There is a tribe called Warli. These people, until a few years back, they are a tribe which did not want to mingle with the present days. They did not want to grow. They are like, they wanted to keep for themselves. So these people are very, 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 very happy-go-lucky people. And all of you know that tribe, any tribe means they have only three or four kinds of works. First, they enjoy nature. Second, they grow agriculture. Third, they dance, music, they enjoy themselves. They are far away from wars or invasions and everything. They have a happy, peaceful life. They eat what they get, they enjoy the end of the day, and they draw. And all these things are. And basically, this Warli is drawn on the walls. They used to paint with ochre, even in the recent olden days also. Maybe if you are somewhere around 50, 60 years, or if you are somewhere around 40, 35, above 35 years. So you must be knowing in when we are very young. So we used to have huts. The kids rarely see huts these days. They only see flats and apartments. So when we saw all the huts and all, they used to cover all the huts with ochre, which is a red mud, and they used to draw rangoli on it. So, but in this particular tribe, they drew only the daily life, how they are, what they do, and everything related to that. So if you see the pictures here, it is like they're dancing, they're celebrating weddings, occasions, like processions. So mandala, all this, all celebrations of Vinayaka Chavithi and Dasara. So there are so many things where we learn here. In this Warli particularly, we will learn mostly about the houses. There are no houses, as you know. There are tribes. There are only huts. So even in the huts, how they storage is, there are very minute details in it, how the storage they do in huts. So we rarely know how they do, and what kind of trees they are, like how do you depict a cow, or how do you carry water, and what is the musical instruments they used to use, and what kind of dance forms they use. Usually this Warli art, there is a dance form where people hold the hands and they dance together to the music. And everything, all the daily activities are very rural. And these days what people are doing is using this, and especially Warli is a geometrical figures. If you see, most of the Warli that you are watching here is like triangles, rectangles, or anything that is related to nature. If the trees are there, they are related to nature. They're not so much bending or anything in that. Everything are geometrical figures. And using this kind of particular geometrical figure, which represents the tribal Warli thing. So this one is also recently they're using in many of the advertisements and social media to, and they're merging with the current day situations, and they're doing the art. So we will learn most of this, we will learn the traditional way, and one or two forms of like how to do in the recent days also. Doodle is one of the beautiful art, one of the most beautiful art forms. Doodle is. So, what is doodle? Doodle is just scribbling. There's nothing much more to add to it. Doodle is just scribbling. So, why do you have to learn doodle? And whom we have to target it specially? So kids know, they have an ability to relate everything to the mind. They do mind mapping. You give to them anything, they picturize it in their mind. We think more, but kids do not think more. They have something in their mind and they reconnect to it. So doodles is something like uh, why kids have to use doodle. So basically it is related to stimulating mind, like when you stimulate your artistic power, you give so many small doodle has small very minute pictures. They are really minute pictures, and sometimes they are continuous pictures. It's a continuous process. So when these doodles are done, if you can see here from people, children especially, cannot draw everything like an artist. So they just need, if you say cake, they will write a small cake, but they don't know how to draw a cake. So these doodles, if you want to draw a tree, they will draw a tree, but they don't know how to draw a tree. So we're teaching them how to draw, but there are small hands. So not only kids, even to the elders, it is a beautiful representation, a continuous art form where you have small icons and you put everything inside that one frame, and this one frame makes connections to each and every picture. If you see the middle picture, this is the exact form of kawaii doodles. They're so cute. They're not exactly, they don't have any representation, they don't have any name or anything. We give eyes, ears, nose, and everything in doodles. Even without eyes, ears, nose, we have small icons. We have cartoon characters, simpler cartoon characters. So doodle is not limited to anything in particular. So we use Xantangles. Xantangles are like designs, connectors, different kinds of lines, and 3D effect lines and 2D effect lines. These are all combined together. They and some kind of connectors we use. We have so many things that are to be learned in doodle. So the cactus that is there in the picture here, so you can see a cactus here. Yeah, these are different types of cactus doodles. These are all really famous now, not only for youngsters. There are 2 or 3 types of doodles that we are learning in Artventures with multi-art. So what we are doing in this is, particularly what we are doing in this is, we will learn basics of everything. We will learn basics of everything like small trees, cactus, monsters, ice creams, cakes, food doodles, and communication doodles, and some kawaii doodles. So there are every now and then you will be learning some every in every session you will be learning one form of doodles, completely one form of doodles. After few days, what we will be doing is we will just merge everything and form a kind of doodle that you can see in the second picture here. We will have concepts also, that is called concept doodle. See, this is a concept doodle. We have been doing it multi-arts. These are all done in the multi-arts. So what we do here is we take a concept. The first concept here is 5 C's of talent. So you have to represent it in a form. And the next one is cleanliness. So we explain cleanliness to the kids. We will make them understand what exactly is cleanliness and what kind of pictures that you draw for some kind of cleanliness concept. And we will also teach how to place them. So during this process, kids can understand like what is the concept, how to represent, and how to express your feelings. The next one, we already thought all these things in during our class. So these are some of our examples. OHP sheet painting, it's again a glass painting kind of thing. In this OHP sheet painting, what we are doing is we will take an OHP sheet, which is a kid friendly. There is a plastic sheet, which is very hard, thick. Okay, and we will make a design over it, and we use glass colors to cover it. We use acrylic colors also. There are two types of things that we do. One is glass colors and one is acrylic colors. And we represent everything, or we have different types of motifs. We will draw the motif. Sometimes if the motif is easy, I'll teach them freehand. Sometimes if the motif is not easy, then we will take a printout and they will draw it on it and we will color it. So this is not only, we can hang some kind of hangings, some kind of framework, some kind of wall decor. So these are all that we can teach them. And coffee painting. Okay. Coffee painting. What is coffee painting actually? So yes, coffee painting is a brown color painting, shades and tints of brown. So basically this painting, yes, your guess is right. We're doing it only with coffee powder. So these are some examples. So what we do is we will learn how exactly with one color, shades and tints. So we will explain what is shade, we will explain what is tint, we will explain what is a hue, we will explain what is a color, and we will also teach you how to exactly draw them. So these particular pictures that you are seeing, they are done by coffee. Yes, different intensities of coffee mixing with water. If you mix coffee powder with more water, the color comes into lighter shade, and for a thicker shade, you will mix into it with little water. So exactly what kind of paper you have to use and how you exactly have to draw the picture. Should you draw it your free hand? So these are all techniques that will be taught during the process of coffee painting. Like Indian tribal art. So what is the Indian tribal art that we have learned? We have learned Madhubani and Warli. We also have Pattachitra and Gone, but it is again a different form. We're not going into so deep. So Indian tribal art is Madhubani and Varli. So we will also learn tribal art of Africa. So what exactly you learn in African tribal art in this particular multi-arts adventures? We will learn about the silhouette, like a human figure, one lady or anything. So we will learn the patterns, we will learn some mask. So we will learn with acrylic colors. This one in particular, I have done on coasters. So tea coasters. So if you want to do anything in such kind of thing, if you can just come up with an idea. So if everyone is ready, we will do on tea coasters also. And in the main beauty of art ventures with multi arts is we don't restrict you to do it on a particular medium or particular canvas sheet or drawing paper. So if everyone agrees, so we will do it on wood, we will do it on drawing sheet, we will do it on some other forms. So like we are doing it here on coasters. So, and we are also now moving to glass painting. So it is, again, we will take a glass with a thickness of 3 mm to 5 mm. Okay. And there are 3 to 4 types of glass arts based upon the interest of the kid, based upon the learning skill, age, and everything. We will decide how much how much painting of glass art we can teach. As I told you, there are 3 forms of glass art or 4 forms of glass art. One we are doing on an OHP sheet, and one is reverse glass painting, a simple reverse glass painting. We will reverse the glass, we will paint on the reverse side and then frame it. The next one we are doing on glasses, any glass items like bottles or glass, drinking glass or anything, any glass item. We're doing like stained glass paintings, which some of the examples of stained glass paintings outlines are here. We will draw these and we will use, few are done with acrylic colors, few are done with glass colors. So we will learn, so we have so many parts of glass art. So what during your registration, you can just confirm the age of the kid and which course he is joining into. So we will also teach the glass art accordingly. Bookmarks. So I think everybody knows bookmarks. So these bookmarks, these are some examples of bookmarks. So here we are learning bookmarks with Doodle, bookmarks with Madhubani. I have done with one Madhubani also, haven't put it here. So this one is mandala art. One is on this one in particular. This one is on ice cream stick. This one is on handmade paper, and this one is on some other sheets. I will explain what sheets we use, what kind of. This is old newspaper. These are all Xantangles, doodles, and all these things. We use all the forms of art forms, and we will just put into the bookmarks. We will also use others or other techniques also during the bookmarks, and these are few examples for me to show you. Apart from art forms, as I told you, we also teach drawing, and we teach only basics, shading basics. These are how exactly, where exactly the light falls, how the shade comes, what are the shading techniques, what is hatching, cross hatching, what is stippling and everything. So we teach everything, and then we do color basics. So color basics is what are primary colors, what are secondary colors, what are hues, what is tint, what is shade. So these are different forms of colors. So what are monochromatic colors, what are like analogous colors, what is all these things, all the forms, like which color goes out with which color, which is contrast, which is next to it, what is a monochromatic color. So I will teach everything during the color theory, so that the kid or an adult will understand like what color to use in what form, how the color goes in, so what kind of colors they have to use. And apart from color theory, we do first start with shading techniques, that is pencil shading. We will teach sceneries, objects, and some nature related shading. We use different kinds of shading techniques. We use different kinds of pencils, how intense a pencil is. So what kind of pencils are there, BHB, 4B, 2B, and F, and everything, all kind of pencils, what kind of pencils are there and how exactly they are shaded. So this, for all these things that told to you during, and we will teach you in all the each and every session will be, as I told you, it will have a particular duration and number of sessions, and each session will have one particular concept, and we will teach one particular concept in one session. And we will not rush yourself, like we will if the kid is not understanding it in one concept, one sitting, we will extend, will not extend too much, but we will extend to ourselves to make him or her understand. So if there is any particular concept of shading he is not understanding, so we will make him understand where exactly he is at loss. If he is not understanding at that level, we'll again come back, we will teach the previous one, and go for another picture or any other simpler one first. We will again make him understand the previous one properly, so that he will just come back to the new one at the more understanding. So after pencil shadings, we will teach sceneries, simple sceneries we will be teaching, and the kid will be taught sceneries again with different kinds of shading techniques. Okay. Here are few of my students' works. Like one of my student, this particular full form is like one of my students, Ms. Deepika. So this is her artwork. This is on to the left. It is tribal art. This is also African tribal art, and this is Madhubani. These are concept doodles, and this is doodle journaling. She did also doodle journaling, and these are smaller kids. These are very young. These kids are somewhere around 7 years old. They're still started learning. So I just wanted to show how they start and how they grow. So these are at the starting, at the beginning stage they are. So kids, they learn, they love learning, they love. To register for this art classes, please contact Miss Gayatri, and the phone number is given below: 99859 41854. I hope everybody is happy and understood all the topics that I have covered. In case if you have any more doubts, you can please contact Miss Gayatri. She will give you more information, and you can also contact me through her. My name is again Radha Gayatri. I will be taking care of all the art forms. I'll teach you everything very clearly till you understand. Thank you for attending my session. Thank you.